Dave was killed by a vending machine. When he opened his eyes again, he found himself turned into a vending machine, and someone had dumped him in the middle of a desolate mountain. He tried to speak, but all he could manage was a robotic message, "Please insert coin." He couldn't move a muscle either. Weirdly enough, that didn't scare Dave, it actually thrilled him. Back when he was alive, Dave was obsessed with vending machines. He had even died trying to save one that was about to fall off a truck. Suddenly, a glowing interface popped up in front of him. It showed he had 100 bottles of mineral water and 100 cans of corn chowder inside. He also had 1,000 starting points. Points could be used to restock, swap products, or even upgrade the machine with new features. Chilling and heating were just basic functions. He immediately spent 10 points to stock 100 bottles of milk tea. Each bottle was priced at 100 yen in this world, which meant he could make 10,000 yen in total. And 10,000 yen could be exchanged back for 100 points. That's a 90% profit margin. Dave was getting pumped, but then a harsh reality hit him. Who's going to buy anything in a place like this? Even worse, the machine consumed 1 point per hour just to stay operational. At most, those 1,000 points would last a month. Just as Dave started to panic, a huge frog hopped out from the lake nearby. That's when he finally realized this was a whole different world. Dave tried to call out to the frog, hoping for business. The moment he said welcome, the frog freaked out and smacked him with a club. A system alert chimed. Durability dropped by 3 points. Apparently, his durability worked like HP. Once it hits 0, he's done for. Thankfully, 1 point could restore 1 durability. But things got worse. The frog brought its buddies over, and they showed up wielding axes. In a panic, Dave remembered that he could choose one special ability upon arriving in this world. He immediately picked Defense Magic. A magical barrier popped up and sent the frogs flying, but his points started draining like crazy. Turns out, keeping the barrier up also consumed points. Dave didn't relax until the frogs finally gave up and left. By then, he only had 300 points left. A few days later, a panicked girl came crashing out of the bushes. Her team had abandoned her, and they'd taken all the food. She was starving. That's when she spotted Dave, the weird-looking box. She dropped a copper coin into him just to try it out. To her surprise, the machine actually recognized the local currency. 1 copper coin equals 10 yen. But all the prices were 10 times higher than she was used to. She hesitated, then inserted a silver coin. She bought a can of corn chowder. 1 sip and she was hooked. Then she bought 5 bottles of milk tea and water. Dave made 63 points in one go. Once the girl was full, she dozed off beside the machine. Dave activated the barrier again to protect her all night. When she woke up, she realized no monsters had shown up at all. She came over to thank the machine. Dave replied with a cheerful welcome. It startled her at first, but she quickly realized the machine could understand her. She introduced herself as Tammy. One of her friends specialized in studying magical devices like him. She was determined to bring Dave back to her village for research. While Dave was wondering how she planned to carry him, Tammy just hoisted him up on her back. She was skinny, but somehow had the strength of a beast. She lifted the 500-pound machine like it was nothing. On the way back, Tammy got hungry again. Dave dispensed some potato chips for her. He only stopped when she admitted she was out of money. When they finally arrived at the village, it wasn't just the guards. Even the villagers gathered around, intrigued by the strange machine. As a total oddity in this fantasy world, Dave knew life was only going to get more complicated from here.